everyone. I realized that when I first started making videos for this channel, I kind of jumped right into the technology and equipment aspect of it, and that definitely features here. But I just kind of I realized it was remiss of me not to give you a proper introduction to me as a person, and sort of why I decided to start this YouTube channel. So here we go. Hi everyone, my name is Christina with a K. I'm 27 years old. I'm currently a doctoral student working towards a degree in psychology, and I have a disability called cerebral palsy, which is basically glorified brain damage that occurs either before, during, or after birth. So what does cerebral palsy look like for me? So for me, CP means I'm a full-time wheelchair user, which means that I sit in this chair unless I want to transfer. I sit in this chair from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, primarily because this is the chair that helps me function. This is how I, get around during the day. This is where I can be most active from. So I'm a full-time wheelchair user. I cannot functionally do anything outside of it. Do I have the ability to walk independently? No, I do not. I never have. I also need help with basic activities of daily living. Just to give you guys a quick example, I need to have my food prepared and cut up for me. I have no hope of ever cooking because I only have one sort of really functional hand, and that hand is very, very weak. It can do much more than my other hand can, but it's not functional enough in terms of my motor skills to enable me to do any sort of cooking or anything like that. So I need to have my meals not only prepared for me, but cut up for me and served to me. Just for a hand comparison, I don't know if you guys can see, this is my right hand. It looks very normal from the outset. Let me see if I can back this up a little bit so I can show you guys. I'm gonna move this back anymore. This is my right hand. And this is my left hand. Now, see how these fingers, I have what are apparently called swan deformities in my fingers. I've always had these, and this to me is actually really cool. This is like really inconvenient, but this is cool. See how my thumb joint kind of pops out like this? Ugh, it looks gross, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, right? But see, this hand, all this hand can basically do is support. It really can't do much else. So let me just move this closer again. So yeah, that's what CP basically looks like for me. I started this channel primarily to normalize this idea of us existing out in the world as disabled people. Because I noticed that primarily when, for people that look visibly disabled, it's weird for people to see us out and about. I've lost count of the number of times that people have told me, it's so good to see you out and about, you're so brave for being out and about, you're doing such a great job at, buying groceries, which, I've actually heard that. And when I really sat down and thought about why this was, why people looked at us like this, I realized, you know what? Because of media portrayals of us, and because, the media likes to portray us as missing out on a lot, and, miserable, and always having to have our wishes fulfilled, by able people. When I say that, I'm thinking primarily of, the news stories that are, quarterback asks, disabled student to prom. But if you really look into it, it's not really because he likes her, it's because he pities her and that he assumes that nobody would ask her because they like her. When people see us in those stories, we kind of lose our humanity. And the idea of us actually being functional people rather than, just kind of existing to make able people feel better about how horrible they think their lives are, it's almost like seeing a unicorn. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I've seen people do double takes when I've been out and about and being like, did I really see what I thought I saw? Like a person in a wheelchair, that kind of thing. And yeah, so the way that I, want to sort of try to normalize the societal perception of us is to start sort of a discourse and to allow you guys to just ask me anything. I'm open and I want you guys to get to know me on a human level. So I really want to start this discourse by trying to contribute my share to putting an end to the phrase wheelchair bound, which I've heard, referred to me and people like me since I was a kid. The thing is that when I was younger, I actually used it to refer to myself a lot, but the thing is that now that I don't. Now, the phrase that a lot of us use is full-time wheelchair user. Now, the reason why we don't use wheelchair bound is because even though a lot of us need our chairs to function, because I'm telling you functionally, I can't do much outside of my chair. But the fact is, my ass is not glued to my chair. I'm not tied to it. I'm not bound to it. And even though I need it to function, I am able to, at least for short periods of time, get out of it. I mean, how do you guys think I sleep? I don't sleep in this thing. I can get out of it a little bit. Observe. Whoops! 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, let's see how long I can do this for.
7, 8,
1 hand.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39,
Still not tired.
40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49.
So, guys, what's happening right now is we're putting on straps around my legs to give me more like stability and to like widen my gait a little bit because my knees tend to collapse in together when I stand and it gives me less stability. So these should help. Okay, let's see if these work better. Let me know. A little walker adjusting.
Is that okay for you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this out a little bit more. Just. Is that okay?
Yeah. Alright, ready? Alright, 1, 2, 3.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
So see, I got tired a little bit easier there. I don't know why. Why did that happen?
You're in better alignment, so your muscles are stretched out, and so you make it work.
My hand is killing me. Guys, gripping this is hard for a long period of time. Oh. Can we try again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want me to move it forward a little bit?
Yeah, could you do that? Alright.
Three. 1, 2,
2,
3. Good. You want me to count?
yes.
1. That's true. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Bring that up.
Ow. Ow.
Take a rest. So I need you to scoot up a little bit so I can get your chair. 1, 2, and 3, up and down. Okay. Nice and tall. You want me to push you forward or not?
A little bit.
There?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice and tall.
Here we go again with some adjustments this time. As you can see, the straps are closer to my knees. The ankle is different. Apparently this supposedly looks better, even though I can't see it from here.
Squeeze it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Part of what's making me sit down so quickly is the fact that I'm gripping this, and after a while it hurts my palm and my hand and my fingers. Ow. Whew. This is what I need. You see, in a physical therapy setting, I can get out of my chair. It is encouraged for me to get out of my chair. Can I do anything functional outside of my chair? I'm not gonna lie, I can't. And a lot of the reason why is because even though cerebral palsy technically isn't progressive, it kind of is. As we get older, our bodies change, our muscles become stiffer, our bones get weird, and we lose mobility. When I was a kid, I used to be able to sit back on my heels on the floor and crawl like that. I can't do that anymore. I'm unable. I used to be able to use what's called the posterior walker, which is one of those walkers that you see a lot of kids with CP using, and you know, adults too, but I haven't seen that as much. And those are the ones that you use, that are in back of you, and you kind of hold on to it and you pull it along with you as you walk. I can't do that anymore because I don't have the upper body strength to hold on to a walker and keep myself up when the handles are down here, like down at my sides, as opposed to like in front of me, like you saw in that video of me standing. So yeah, that's sort of the goal of this video, was that I wanted to show you the difference between, you know, wheelchair bound, which really is a concept that doesn't exist because none of us are physically bound to our chairs, and full-time wheelchair user, which just means that functionally, to be functional, I spend most of my day in this chair. And I really do want to encourage you all to ask me questions. I'm very open. I will answer virtually anything. Please feel free. And I look forward to connecting with you and getting to know all of you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye. Also, I don't do Twitter, but if you guys feel like following me on Instagram, my handle is @the_traveling_cripple. If you guys feel like seeing what I'm up to in my daily life, you can always follow me there. I'm gonna put the handle in the description just so y'all have it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to making more content for you guys. Feel free to let me know what you're interested in seeing too, because I'm not opposed to taking requests. Alright, see y'all. Bye.